The iPhone 17 Pro has quickly become one of the most talked about phones of 2025, but not always for the right reasons. Many people are calling it the most overhyped phone of the year. It's a strange mix of being both delicate and dumb in some areas, yet still managing to sell in huge numbers. So what makes this phone so popular despite all the controversies around it? Let's break it down. When Apple first unveiled the iPhone 17 lineup, most eyes were on to models the iPhone 17 Pro and the iPhone Air. At first, the Air looked exciting, but since it's new and untested, a lot of buyers played it safe and went with the Pro instead. That decision has helped the iPhone 17 Pro outsell last year's iPhone 16 Pro, proving that Apple still knows how to attract customers. But what exactly is new this time? For one, Apple finally gave in and added a vapor chamber cooling system. In past years, the titanium build made the phones heat up too quickly. This time, Apple ditched titanium and went with aerospace-grade aluminum. Aluminum does a better job at keeping the phone cool, and battery life has also improved. On the downside, aluminum makes the phone more prone to scratches. In fact, many buyers have already complained about visible marks, especially around the large square camera bar that has now turned into a plateau design. Even MagSafe chargers are leaving circular marks. Apple's official response: they call it normal wear and tear. And to be fair, durability tests show the phone doesn't bend or break easily. But let's be honest, no one likes paying over $1,099 for a device that ends up looking beat up within weeks. That's where the delicate part of the iPhone 17 Pro comes in. Now let's talk about the dumb side of things. We're in an age where smartphones are being defined by AI. High-end Android phones, like the Pixel 10, are making AI the center of the experience. The iPhone 17 Pro, however, hasn't really brought anything new to the table in this area. It does come with the A19 Pro chip and neural accelerators, which means it has the hardware needed for advanced AI features. But the software side feels stuck in the past. Right now, Apple Intelligence on the iPhone 17 Pro doesn't stand out. It feels more like a recycled version of what we saw last year, rather than a bold new step forward. This is why many people argue that the iPhone 17 Pro lags behind in the AI race, making it less smart than its competition. Maybe future software updates will unlock its true potential, but as of now, the hype feels bigger than the reality. So, why are people still buying it in huge numbers? The answer may be simpler than we think. For one, Pixel phones and other AI-heavy devices still haven't convinced regular users that AI truly changes how we use our phones every day. At the same time, many iPhone users were waiting for a design refresh, and the Pro models finally bring that. Combine this with Apple's strong brand loyalty, and you get a phone that sells despite its flaws. However, the iPhone 17 Pro isn't without serious issues. One of the biggest controversies right now is its cellular performance. Almost half of iPhone 17 users have reported problems making calls or keeping stable connections. And this isn't tied to one specific carrier, it's happening across T-Mobile, AT&T, Verizon, and others. What's frustrating is that this problem was supposed to be solved with the new larger antenna design. Instead, many are calling it AntennaGate 2, a throwback to Apple's earlier reception issues from more than a decade ago. Apple's customer support is at least acknowledging the problem. Some users have fixed it through firmware updates, while others are being told to send their phones back for resets or replacements. Still, when nearly half of buyers face issues with something as basic as making calls, that's a huge red flag. After all, a smartphone is still supposed to be a phone first. Adding to the frustration, iOS 26 isn't helping. Early adopters report glitches, visual bugs, and an overall unpolished experience. Even features like the new anti-glare coating don't measure up to what competitors like Samsung offer. In the end, the iPhone 17 Pro is a phone full of contradictions. It looks premium but scratches too easily. It has cutting-edge hardware but underwhelming AI. It sells in record numbers yet leaves nearly half its users struggling with basic cellular functions. And yet, despite all of this, the iPhone 17 Pro remains one of the hottest selling devices of the year. That's the power of Apple's brand. People are willing to overlook flaws, hoping future updates will fix them, or simply because they trust the Apple ecosystem too much to switch. So, is the iPhone 17 Pro dumb, delicate, and overhyped? In many ways, yes. But as sales show, popularity doesn't always equal perfection. Sometimes it just means Apple knows exactly how to keep people hooked, even when the product doesn't fully deliver.